Neo Racing League is back. Welcome everyone to round 11 of Neo Racing League Division Alpha Season 3, the Brazilian Grand Prix at Autodromo José Carlos Pache, who will get to finish their laps. As Rampant Gamer has retired from the session in the pits, thankfully. Very appreciative of that. There you go. That's the end of the qualifying session. We see Matt spinning in the first corner, and that will mean that Matt's gonna be at least 14 at the end of the session, and that actually didn't help Shoot Fist on his flying lap. But there you go, qualifying's over. Let's see who is coming across the finish line. It's Fingers, who's currently 11th. What lap time he's gonna set? He's gonna not gonna improve. He's gonna stay 11th. Followed by Rupsi Cola, who is going to set a lap time of 1:08.068, which will put him in 8th. Who's the next one to cross the line? It was one of the Alpines, I think. It was Blobster, he set a 9th fastest time. Devils crossed the finish line. Now it's just Bassam, who didn't improve. Mansis hasn't validated. McLaren of Jacob finished the session. Shoot Fizz. Oh, he crossed the line as well, so he didn't get to set another lap time. DJTT and JC are the only ones left to set a lap time. DJTT doesn't improve. What about JC? He's gone to bed. So there you go. JPS has taken pole position. The lights are about to go out. 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and the wheels are spinning in Interlagos. Good start from Jay, good start from Marcel. We see Shootfish jump up to 3rd place, getting ahead of DJTT. Rampant and David also get ahead of the Haas driver. Basu got 3 places. Robsy College and Kelly has gone to position or 2. Rambos is dropping massively, dropped to 11th now. He's fighting for the 10th position with Blobster, but yeah, so far so good in the start. Surprisingly, we see Marcel jump ahead of Jay, heading into the end of the first sector, and now Marcel is the leading car of this race. So yeah, DJTT is now fighting with Shootfiz for that 3rd spot, and also Rampant is there. Bassam is now in the V5 with a Rampant. Contact between the two. There's a 3-wide moment between the two Williamses and Red Bull, and Robsy Cole capitalizes on it. Takes 5th place, but has to drop back because Bassam gets ahead of him, and yeah, dropping positions backwards is Robsy. And yeah, we see David now in 6th, Blobster in 7th, Rampant in 8th, lost position. JC actually made a good start, up to 9th. Robsy Cola dropped to 10th. We has Hamp up Kelly beside him. But yeah, that's lap 2 now. Marcel in the lead from JPS and Shootfiz. Rampant Gamer has DNF'd in the pits. And Fingers has gone to pits for a change of front wing, potentially. So yeah. But yeah, there's so much going on. Hard to keep up with everything. I'm sorry if I lost something, but it's hard to keep up. But yeah, we see Marcel, JPS still at the top 2. We saw David's changed positions with Bassam. David now in P5. Strong start from the Haas driver, but Bassam goes for a dive and clips David on the right-hand side, and David has front wing damage because of that dive bomb, and Bassam takes 5th place. David's not going to be happy. He's going to report that for sure, knowing him. Blobster is looking at the move at David, heading into the final left-hander, final corner in the 3rd sector. 3-wide moment nearly between Blobster and JC, but JC gets through into P6. Bassam is in trouble against the JC. He's switching lines there for the braking zone, not allowing JC to take the position. We see Blobster now on the move, potentially, for P5 against Bassam. Bassam's defending aggressively. Who's it going to be? It's first going to Blobster actually got ahead of JC. They're both fighting for P6. Bit of a contact between the two. Just a chaotic moment at this stage. On lap 3, we saw DJ32 and Shufis switch positions for 3rd and 4th. We missed that, but yeah, there's just so much going on from that pack from 5th place onwards. Yeah, Bobster, bit of a bump into the rear of Bassem. Looks for the outside move potentially. It will be quite a miracle if he can pull it. Bassem pushes him off the track, and Bobster has lost multiple positions. Bassem's retired from the session. And that's a virtual safety car deployed. Yeah, DJTT in the lead from Marcel, who is looking on the outside move on the start-finish straight. Also, Shufis, look at him shooting past the Haas driver. And we have a yellow flag in the second sector for David? Yes, it is David, who's losing positions. He had a mistake there. But let's go back. Shufis, he's in the prime position to potentially overtake Marcel there. Can he do it? No, he's not close enough. Shufis has the RS on Marcel. What's he gonna do? He's gonna look on the inside mode. Yes, he does. Goes on the inside. Marcel's gonna fight it back on the outside, which will switch to the inside for him. Will they make it stick? Yes, they do. Marcel retakes the lead. Shufis will, I believe, get the RS. Yes, he does. And so will DJTT, who is gonna get past Marcel. Look at Jay nearly taking the position, bit of a bumping between the Haas and Aston Martin. Yellow flag in the second sector for Jolin, who has lost it. And he's coming back probably in the last position. But look at Shufis and DJTT going side by side, heading to the S's. Matt's getting a 3-second time penalty for track limits. DJTT overtook Shufis in the S's and gets the lead from Marcel, and that's a safety car because Devil's just crashing to the start-finish line, start-finish straight. And safety cars in this lap, on lap 13, with DJTT being the leading car on that restart. We'll just have to wait for him to pull the trigger to restart the race on lap 14. And I think he's going to do it now, yeah. DJTT pulling away, with Lobster and Jay having a bit of a confusion between the positions. But yeah, DJ Shufis, Rambos now in the podium position, of which Jay's not happy with. David and Half-Lap Kelly switching positions there. Spin there by Mantis, losing positions. Drop it to the very back to 14. But yeah, we see Jacob and JC. No, it's JC against the Rambos. Bit of a bumping between the two, and JC gets ahead of Rambos to take the 3rd place off of him. Yellow flag in the second sector, that's for Jacob. So it was been 5th, now he's in 14th back again. Very unfortunate. Jolin's lost position to Mance now, just Mance now 12th. But yeah, JC taking the initiative to get ahead of Jones Rambos. Marcel gained 3 places. He's now 5th. Utilizing those fresh mediums against the fresh hards. As we see Matt and Ropsy fighting for P6, Matt getting ahead of Ropsy. And now Kelly is looking for a move on the Bull Williams, with David waiting on the wings. Could David also be in the move for that inside move? Crash between the two! David might have been too overzealous, and he just crashed into the barrier and lost his front wing entirely, dropping himself to the 3rd seat as a result. Has to watch out for Jacob there, who's on the outside, and yeah, David's just gone from bad to worse considering where he started. Always follow your delta, ladies and gentlemen. Always follow your delta. Cole and Kelly fighting for P7 in the S's. Kelly's got the inside, Ropsy's on the outside. Kelly takes the position, but watch out for Blobster, who could potentially go for a move. No, Ropsy's gonna attack Kelly instead into the right-hander, which will follow by a left-hander, and now the 90-degree left-hander, something like that. Ropsy's gonna stick his wheel in. Kelly's gonna leave him space respectfully, and yeah, Ropsy seems to be ahead, but Blobster's now gonna capitalize on that attack. As we see 5 cars go there, and Kelly crashed into the barrier. Contact between him and the Alpine, who's fighting Williams at the moment. The Alpine gets ahead of the Williams. Kelly dropping it to 11th and without the front wing. And outside of points he goes. Lobster against Cola for P6 in the S's. Williams on the inside, Alpine on the outside. Switching back to the inside now for Alpine. Williams gonna fight it through. Alpine might have better traction, but Williams might have better top speed. Williams still on the inside, Alpine on the outside. Who is gonna get who? They're still side by side, they're getting into the DRS straight, but there's also Jay who's looking on the inside, but he spins and damages his front wing as of results. Third sector yellow flag, that is for Jay, who's gonna go into the pits again. We see Alpine, Williams and Sauber fighting against Mantis, now joining the fight between the Alpine and Williams. Marcel got ahead of JGTT and will take the lead yet again. Bit of a rubbing of on the rear of Ferrari. But yeah, I mean Marcel utilizing those mediums to perfection at the moment and getting those places back. Marcel's looking for his second ever win. Second win in a row for Ferrari, for himself in this league. DJTT is looking for his first ever. Truthfizz is looking for his third victory of the season. DJTT retakes the lead. Look at Shootfizz now, trying to attack Marcel on the inside and gets the job done. Into second he goes. The Aston Martin driver, who is fighting for at least P3 in the championship at this stage. With Neo, who's not here, and Mantis, who's in 6th position at the moment. But look at Fizz and DJTT as they go through the double left-hander. DJTT just barely defended that position away from Shootfizz. Marcel is closer to Fizz than Fizz is to DJTT at the moment. I think Marcel's gonna attack. Well, if he has enough battery on him. But no, look at Shootfizz, who's actually very, very fast on the straight line. Against DJTT, locks up on the left-hander. Good. Gets the position anyway. DJTT is going to get the DRS back from Aston Martin. He is trying to defend the position as much as he can. Marcel looking inside contact between Aston Martin and Ferrari. Does Marcel have damage? I'm trying to figure out does he have damage, but he's fighting with DJTT at the moment on the long right-hander, and DJTT gets ahead of Marcel. Well, Marcel's gonna fight it as well, but considering his damage, I mean, he's a bit more compromised than he was before. And Marcel's looking for a move on DJTT, and he gets ahead. Has DJTT virtual safety car? I think there was a contact between DJTT and Marcel. Yeah, if DJTT has no front wing, and we'll get that DRS back from Mantis. I mean, we'll see. Oh, that's gonna do. Jacob's retired. Crashed out, that's a safety car deployed. Oh, there you go, restart commences on lap 32. Shootfizz from Rambos, from Matt, from Marcel, Blobster, JPS, Mantis, JC, Cole, Jolan, and David, who's dropped to the very back. Has gone to the pits. Oh no. Oh no, that's just cruel. That is just cruel. Marcel fighting against Matt. He gets ahead of Matt to get that podium place back. And also Lobster gets ahead of Matt to get 4th place off of him. Now Rambos against Marcel, heading into the right-hander. And Marcel back in the lead. What am I even saying? Back in the 2nd place. Who's now pouncing Shootfizz. Heading into the 3rd sector. Looking for the inside move on Fizz. Side by side. Heading into the left-hander. Long left-hander. Followed by Junsao. I think that's what the corner is called. Shootfizz ahead of the Marcel at the moment. But we see Blobster also catching up to them. JC's 4th. He got ahead of Broncos. And Matt also lost his to 6th place. But yeah, we see Shootfizz, Marcel, and Blobster. Marcel has barely any battery left, he just deployed all of it. So the Shootfizz is also battery flashing on the rear. It's not a safety car, by the way, it's a glitch. Yeah, Shootfizz, Marcel, and Blobster then. On lap 33, Marcel has DRS. Mantis is retired, he crashed out in the S's. at the first sector. Or each side of the track. And Mantis will leave 10 people on the grid now to take points. David has retired, leaving it 9 people now. Alright. But nevertheless, Shootface, Marcel and Blobster, look at them 3-5, allowing JC to catch up as well. Marcel against Blobster, Blobster on the inside, Marcel on the outside. Who's gonna get who? Bit of a concept between Marcel and Blobster, which will make JC inherit that third place off away from LP. As we head now to lap 34 of 36. Marcel using everything on his disposal, going for the inside move on the SS. Will he get it through? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But he will lose DRS to Shootface. Now JC gets a 3-second time penalty after being squabbled into the long left-hander, but Shootface is going to get it back. Marcel's going to fight it back. Still sticking with him side by side. Heading into the long left-hander. Shootface being aggressive on the defense, but Marcel still gets ahead. And the Blobster now gets ahead, and also JC. Does Fizz have damage? No, he doesn't. At least visually. But JC now, ahead of Shootface. Shootface is gonna fight it, looking in the inside. JC's pushing away and gets it through. B3 for JC. Blobster and Marcel now on the fight for the lead. They all have penalties though. That's also one important detail to watch out for. Marcel has 3 seconds, Blobster has 6, JC has 6. Fizz is without the penalty, so does Rompos, and so is Jay. As Blobster takes away the leading position from Marcel. But we'll see if Marcel gonna retaliate. Let's look at the onboard. As DRS, using whatever pressure he's got on the outside. Blobster's gonna fight it back. Bit of a rubbing between the two. They're still side by side, heading into the long left-hander. No, right-hander, apologies. Blobster will still keep that position. If you're looking on track, at the moment it's Blobster. If we're looking at penalties, it's Shootface. But we'll see how the final lap's gonna unfold. Yellow flag in the first sector for Jolin. But let's look at the teammate, Marcel. DRS gets ahead of Blobster. Lead on the track belongs to Marcel now. But there's still one more DRS straight to navigate through. Blobster, battery, DRS, switching to the outside. And gets ahead of Marcel momentarily. Contact between the two people squeezing, they're both slide. And JC inherits the lead. Marcel and Blobster have just cost themselves massively. JC's in the lead, but Shootface, look at Shootface, who's still sticking with the JC. Look at the penalties. Oh my. Yombros just dropped to 7th as well. Oh, good lord. Heading into the final corner now. JC. Or Shootface, who's it gonna be? On penalties we already know who is gonna be. But who's gonna be on track? Is it gonna be Shootface? It's gonna be JC! It's gonna be Shootface on the penalties, but it was pretty much a photo finish across the line. And we will see you next week, next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. GMT, for the Japanese Grand Prix, for the final sprint of the season. This has been your commentator, the Marchmeister, and I'm saying goodbye and good night to you all.